I have not made a mandala in a hot minute, so let's theme this mandala after Pantone's Color of the Year Peach Fuzz. First, for the background, I am going to combine a little bit of the peach paint and this silver metallic medium, which is going to make it a little bit shiny, a little bit iridescent. I'm just going to mix these two together, and this is going to be the background on the homemade stone that I made. I got some new dotting tools for Christmas from the Happy Dotting Company, and I'm really excited to try them out. I like them because they are numbered. They have a nice grip on them, and then they have this cool ellipse tool that's two-sided, and then also kind of a dotting tool in there for the stylus stuff. Before we get started with the dotting, I'm going to custom mix my gradient of colors. So I did this by putting the peach paint in each of the wells of the paint palette, and then I added white to each of them except that last one, and I added the most, and then I gradually decreased the amount of white because I want there to be a very gradual increase of the peach color. And the peach needed a little bit more peachiness to it, so I added just a little bit more color to it, and then I'm going to mix this up, and it will be a nice change in gradation. It's very slight, so you almost can't even see it while I'm mixing it here in the palette, but you can absolutely see it when it starts to go on the mandala. I'm going to use the size 13 dotting tip to do my center dot, and then I'm going to kind of even that paint out with a disposable eyeliner brush. Now I'm going to use the number 2 dotting tool to create my north, south, east, west dots to get me started, and then I'm going to fill in dots in between those 4 beginners. Now with my old dotting set, I used to go up 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to use the number 3 tip here to start with dotting in between. I'm going to place the dots in between, kind of off center from the first row of dots, and then I'm going to increase to the number 4 dotting tool, and you'll kind of see this gradually coming out. It's the exact same pattern. It's very simple, just adding to it every row, and you can see the colors starting to darken. My other dotting tool set is also numbered, and I absolutely love that because it kind of helps you stay straight in measuring the dots. I am not solely focused in mandalas. I love doing them. I find them very relaxing, but I'm not an expert at them, so I love having those numbers to help me size the dots for, the design, and it just kind of helps things stay nice and even. Now you can really see how that color is fading from lighter to darker from the center of the mandala all the way out to the edges. And the particular paint that I used is a multi-surface paint, so that is part of the reason that you see kind of those dollops of the paint in the middle. It's a different texture paint, but I kind of like that sometimes because it creates a texture on the stone when somebody finds it. Now I wanted to add a little more pop to this, so I'm just going around and adding white dots in between each of the rows of dots. So just very, very simple, but you can see how it just makes the design pop a little bit more. Now here's the part that really lets it shine through that I have not done a mandala in a while. I wanted to do some swipes or some swoops, whatever you want to call them, and I decided to use the new dotting tool to do it, which I was not practiced with. It's just kind of a dot and drag technique, And I just was not super happy with the way these came out, but I let them dry, so it was really hard to get it off. And I decided to just go with it. This is the embracing the imperfection and the fact that somebody is going to find this at a park or wherever I end up leaving it. They are not going to care that those little swipes are not super perfect. But I did want to add a little bit of sparkle and texture to this design, so I am taking my Folk Art Extreme Holographic glitter paint and I am just adding it to every peach dot on this stone, and it just gives it a little extra pop. You can feel it when the resin goes on. You can actually feel the dots also, and I love that. Sometimes glitter paint can have some chunks in it and you end up with a little goof like this, but I'm just coming back through with my disposable eyeliner brush and just kind of scooping that glitter out from where it's not supposed to be and fixing that dot. I really like the color that they chose this year. It's really pretty, it's really soft, and I had fun making this monochromatic mandala. I haven't done one of those in a while. What do you guys think of these new dotting tools? I think they're pretty cool, and I will link them in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch. I look forward to painting more with you in 2024. Take care, and I'll see you next time.